It is 2 a.m. Zara and her best friend, Mona, are driving home from a party on the outskirts of town. The engine gives a single, violent jolt and then goes silent. The car coasts to a halt in the middle of the road. Outside, the darkness is absolute. There are no streetlights or houses, just the dense, heavy silhouette of the forest on every side. When they reach for their phones, they find nothing. No bars, no signal, a total communication vacuum. They wait inside the car for 90 minutes, watching the road for headlights that never appear. Eventually, the silence becomes too much, and they decide to leave the vehicle for a narrow dirt path that cuts through the trees. Moving from the locked car into the open woods changes everything. Without the protection of the metal frame, every snap of a twig or shift in the shadows feels immediate and close. The path is thick with mud and grows narrower the deeper they walk, forcing them to move in single file. Mona starts making ghost noises and lunging at Zara from behind, trying to break the tension with a jump scare. She is treating the situation like a game to keep from acknowledging the silence. Zara does the opposite. She starts talking about a girl named Tanya from the party, fixating on petty social drama as if they were still back in the brightly lit living room they left hours ago. As the tree line tightens, the lack of landmarks makes it impossible to tell how far they've walked, or if they're even moving in a straight line. These two reactions pull against each other, one woman leaning into the horror to deflect it, the other clinging to gossip to pretend it isn't happening. Then the rhythm changes. The sound of Mona's boots in the mud behind Zara simply stops. Zara stops and turns around. She calls out Mona's name, but the only thing that comes back is the sound of her own breath. 20 feet away, she sees a figure. It's wearing Mona's clothes and standing in her posture, but the way it holds itself makes Zara's skin crawl. This chart shows the uncanny valley. It's the point where something looks human enough to be recognizable, but fails in a way that triggers an instinctive physical rejection. Looking at the figure under the trees, Zara's brain is screaming that this is not her friend. Zara turns and runs. She doesn't look back, convinced that whatever is standing by that tree has already taken Mona. But as she sprints toward the road, she hears a voice. It's Mona, screaming from the opposite direction, begging Zara to wait for her. With one sense telling her Mona is a monster, and the other hearing her best friend's desperate pleas, Zara's system locks up. She collapses into the mud and loses consciousness. This moment leaves Zara with two conflicting truths, the thing she saw and the person she heard. Zara is found the next morning by a passing driver and taken to the nearest hospital. The police conduct a search of the entire area. They find the car, the muddy path, and Zara's footprints, but no trace of Mona and no evidence of anyone else in the woods. The investigation creates two stories. On the left, police see a missing persons case complicated by hallucinations. On the right, Zara remembers the figure and Mona's voice. A lack of evidence doesn't change her experience. Now, Zara lives with the weight of that choice. If the figure was a monster, she was right to run. But if the voice was real, she left her best friend to die alone in the dark. 3 months later, she still posts descriptions of Mona online, hoping for a witness or a sign that the official search missed something. The horror of the woods has been replaced by a quiet, constant uncertainty. Zara is left in a world where she can no longer trust her eyes or her ears, and where no amount of evidence can tell her if she is a victim or an accomplice.